Hello class 9. In chapter 3 values and data types, today we are going to discuss about the type conversion or typecasting. Okay, in type conversion or typecasting, what happens? One data type gets converted into another data type. So what is a type conversion or typecasting? In a mixed expression means variables are of different data type. Okay, in a mixed expression, that means variables are of different data types. The result can be obtained in any one form of its data type. So all the different data types will be converted into a single data type. Hence, it is needed to convert the various data types into a single type. The various data types will become into a single type. Such conversion is termed as type conversion or typecasting. It is called as type conversion or typecasting. Okay, so if the question is asked what is type conversion or typecasting in a mixed expression, the result can be obtained in any one form of its data types. It is needed to convert the various data types into a single type, and such conversion is termed as type conversion or typecasting. In Java, type conversion takes place in the following two ways. First one is called implicit typecasting or type conversion. Second one is called explicit type conversion or typecasting. Once again, first one is called implicit type conversion or typecasting, and second one is called explicit type conversion or explicit typecasting. Now what happens in the implicit typecasting? In a mixed expression, mixed means different types of data type, the data type of the results gets automatically converted into the highest data type. Into the highest data type means byte and short will be converted into short, and byte and short will be converted into int, or byte short int can be converted into long. Float can converted into double. Okay, so in the mixed conversion, the data type of the result gets automatically converted into the highest data available in the expression without any intervention of the user. We do not do anything, it is done automatically. Automatically it is converted. So this system of type conversion is known as implicit type conversion or implicit typecasting or coercion. Okay. So once again, float can be converted into double, and byte short int can be converted into long, and int can be converted into long. Short can be converted into int. Okay, char can be converted into int. Now let us see some example. Char, first example, char c. C data type is char. Int I is int. Float f is float. Double d. Now d equal to c plus I plus f by d. So if you see, according to size, c takes 2 bytes, I takes 4 bytes, float f takes 4 bytes, and double d takes 8 bytes. So which one is the highest? Which one is the highest data type? Highest data type is double. So this full expression, after evaluating, the value will be stored in double d. So full expression is converted into double. Okay, it is converted into what? Double. The same way, int a equal to 24. A is integer type, its value is 24. Now long b equal to a. Now see, a was declared integer type. Now the a is stored in the b, whose data type is long. So a will be converted automatically into whose data type? Long data type. Now a was in the integer, now a is stored in the long. Okay, so it is converted into integer to long. Alright, it always converts into its higher data type. Third one, char ch equal to d. Ch value is capital D. Int a equal to ch. Now you know what will happen? This character d will be converted into integer. How? According to its ASCII code. According to its ASCII value. So already you know, in last class I have taught you, capital A ASCII code is 65, B 66, C 67, and what is the ASCII code of D? 68. So value of A will be 68. That is, A will be 68. 68 will be stored in A. So what happened here? Automatically the character is converted into integer. And it is highest one. Why? Char is taking 2 bytes and integer 4 bytes. Now see the next example. Fourth, char C equal to capital A. C value is capital A. Int n equal to C plus 1. So addition is taking place. Then what will happen? Automatically the C value, which is A, will be converted into integer and will be added with A. A will be added in that value. Then now C value is A. The A is converted into integer. According to ASCII code, what is the ASCII value? What is the integer value of A, capital A? So you all know it is 65. Then now 65 plus 1, 66. That is, n value will be 66. Alright. Same way, next example is int x equal to A. The A is a character literal, but x data type is integer. So automatically A will be converted into its integer value according to ASCII code. So what is the ASCII code of a small a? That is 97. So what is value of x? 97. So this was implicit type conversion or implicit typecasting. Next one is explicit typecasting. What is next one? Explicit typecasting. In explicit type conversion, the data type gets converted to another type depending upon the user's choice, according to our choice. We convert. It is not taking automatically like implicit. Implicit, what happens? It converts automatically into its higher. In explicit type conversion, the data type gets converted to another type depending upon the user's choice. When the data types get converted to another data type after the user's intervention, the type conversion is known as explicit type conversion or explicit type casting. Now let us see some example. First example, int AB. A and B are what type? Integer type. Now float x equal to float sum of A plus B. Do you know what will happen? A and B will be added. So sum of A and B will be integer only because both are int type. So now the integer value, whatever comes, that will be forced to be converted into float. So whatever data type you write in the bracket, it will be converted into that data type. So that means the sum of A and B, that value is converted into float and stored in x, which data type is float. So sum of A and B, integer value, is converting into float type. Okay. Second one is double xy. X and y are what type? Double type. X and y both are double type. Okay. Now this x and y, which is double type, you want to convert into integer. What happens here? See, double x comma y both are double type. Now int c equal to integer of x plus y. X plus y will be added, and whatever sum comes, it is forced to be converted into integer and stored in C. So it is according to user's choice. Okay. Now some more example. Let us see. Third example, double x equal to 17.5. Now int y equal to integer of x. Int y equal to what? Integer of x. So this x will be converted into integer data type. So what is the integer part of x? That is 17. Integer part of x is 17. So value of y will be 17.5 will be truncated. Now next example, char ch equal to d. What is value of ch? D. It is what type? Char type. Now int n equal to ch plus 1. It is implicit typecasting. The ch value is d. The ASCII code of d is 68. The 68 plus 1, 69. That means value of n will be 69. So this is this line example of implicit typecasting. Now char c equal to char of n. This is explicit typecasting. The n value is 69. So n is forced to be converted into character. N is forced to be converted into character. So n value is 69. So what is the character for ASCII value 69? character for ASCII value 69 is capital E. The C value will be capital E. One more example, char ch equal to a, small a, int n equal to integer of ch minus 32. The ch will be converted into integer. The ASCII value of small a is 97. So 97 minus 32 comes 65. 97 minus 32 came what? 65. Now char chr equal to character of n. Now what is the character of 65? Character of 65 is capital A. So in the chr, what is stored? Capital A. So this was explicit type conversion. Today's last topic, this is the end of the chapter, explicit conversion of literals. See, a variable declared either as float or double type contains a fractional value. Both are containing the fractional value. Okay, at the time of initialization, it becomes difficult to say whether a real literal fractional value to be stored in the variable float or double. किसमें store करेंगे? So what happens here? What we can do in explicit conversion of literal is allowed in Java programming. The literal to be initialized into the floating type variable and double type variable must be suffixed with the if and d. Okay, at last. Okay, a suffix means at last. So like suppose float p equal to 3.14. It is float type, value is 3.14. To make it sure it is a float variable, at last as a suffix what we can add, you can add if. Okay. The same way, to make sure that it is double type, double v equal to 99.87608, at last we can add the word, we can add d. Okay. We can add d. That means it is a double value. The same way for the integer, a whole number using a suffix l is referred to as a long type literals, whereas a whole number without any suffix is an integer type literal. See example, like int n equal to 25. So at last nothing is given. So it is an integer literal. It is an integer. Now long v equal to 9,87,656. At last given what? L. Suffix l is used. So suffix l is used. That means it is the long value. Okay. So this way we can use explicit conversion of literals. So in today's class, we have learned the type conversion, implicit type conversion, explicit type conversion, learned the definition and practice. Thank you.